Hello, everybody. Hope you can hear me and see me and are doing well. I am. Just for Lisa. Hope you got the little pour there. Something's happened. Someone's already subscribed. Wow. Frederick Svensson. Hello, Frederick. Nice to see you. We're kicking off this evening with Castle Rocks, imaginatively named DDH Pale. Smells delicious and light, and is unobjectionable. We can do with that. Welcome from a ridiculously hot Sheffield. It has been Scorchio here today. I've been in the pool, the paddling pool. It's been that hot. Yes, so who have we got in? We have first in the chat, I think it was Brian, but not on my screen. We've got Wanderings with Miss E laughing at Brian. And then there's Brian. And then there's Stuart from a dry and still light Wolverhampton. It is very much still light here in Sheffield as well. But yes, and it's still 25 degrees. Yeah, my mic wasn't working earlier, but it is now, so we're all good. Don't worry about it, folks. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. Jack's in already. Well, you're nice and early, Jack. That's not like you. Lisa's here, laughing at me as ever. Why is the thumbnail scary? Friday the 13th. I feel like I should have a sound effect that goes dun dun dun. But I don't, so that's how far wishing gets you. Friday the 13th. Western cultures traditionally the unluckiest day of the year. Is that what people worry about, it being unlucky? But also slightly horror movie linked with the Friday the 13th franchise. So there's, if you want to do some boning up for the quiz, that might feature. Rob says hello. Hello, Robbie. Nice to see you. Lily from, good evening from a sunny Bolton. I was in Bolton this week on Wednesday for a completely pointless visit. But hey, that was fun. Bolton was nice and sunny as well. Hi from Sweden, says Hans. Hi, Hans. Good to see you. Zenny's in, as is Peter. Hello, Clever Jack. I'm surprised you're here. A teenager who has no school. You should be painting the town orange. I know. I was not having high hopes about tonight's stream because as I went out to get my pre-stream beers, I nipped out to the supermarket and I drive past several pubs to get to the supermarket, and every single one of them was absolutely hoaching people spilling out over themselves into the beer gardens. And I was like, first nice Friday night of the year. Not going to be many people joining the stream tonight. But for all of you who have done, thank you. You've made it. Brilliant. No static-ish. Audio, video, good. Good. That's what we want. Streamlabs working today? I don't know. Type in a command and see. Seems to be. Looks like it is. Bubble and Fins, nice to see you. Boiling here today, 30 degrees Celsius. Yeah, I think it got up near that at one point today, but not quite that high. Yes, it's a scorcher. Roasting in Dublin today as well after all the rain. Yeah, I think we're getting thunderstorms tonight. My wife and son are going to the Download Festival tomorrow, and it's been like Scorchio here today, and they're going tomorrow, and it's meant to be like thunder, lightning, all kinds of things frightening. So that'll be fun for them. I'm not going. Hit the like. Indeed, yes, a little bit of admin for you all. Hit that like button. It's free. You don't need to spend any money at all to play the games. Just as a little bit of pre-warning, we have the monthly quiz will be kicking off about past, which is 20 questions, and then we have the Eliminator, which will kick off after that. I've changed up the format a little bit for the Eliminator, so we're kind of going to have themes for the Eliminator. We'll tell you more later, so stay tuned for that. As always, if you're a member, that's one way you can pay to play. You don't have to though, but if you remember, you get an extra question's worth of points in the quiz. If you're a hero member,
What do points make? Prizes!
Speaking of, I said that without moving my lips. Speaking of the quiz, yeah. So you type in, if you remember typing in !75, you will remind me to give you some points, and that you can do that strategically throughout the quiz at any point. That's fine. And then if you're a hero member, then you get it in the eliminator. You get an extra life. So all good there. Just while I'm thinking about this, I went out to my local supermarket, as I said before the stream, to get some beers. And I think I had my first encounter with fame, as fame would ever be. I don't think I liked it. I was in Sainsbury's, which is a supermarket in the UK, and from 5 or 6 aisles away, all I could hear was "Fishman, Fishman, Fishman," and I'm going, could he be shouting it? Is he telling a man to get him some fish? Is he asking where the fish is kept of a man? Is he calling me Fishman? Like literally 6 aisles away. Fishman! Going, can't be me. So I just wandered off. Went and did my little bit up and down another one, and he dragged him, his wife, and his 2 kids all the way over, literally pointing at me. That's him. That's the Fishman. He's the Fishman. He's going to be on the internet tonight. And I was a bit like, oh shit, he is talking about me. So I was like, oh, hello. And I have never met anyone less interested in who I am. Even people who have never met me and never wanted to meet me could not be this disinterested in me as the wife and the 2 kids. He's trying to explain to them that I'm a guy on the internet who you can't remember that does fish on the internet. I've got this sneaking suspicion they thought I sold fish on the internet, like a fishmonger, some kind of fishy fishmonger. He's going, no, he's got fish tanks. He's got fish on the internet. He does fish on the internet. Look at him. And I'm like, what? Look at me? Why? He's for a good minute just pointed at me. He does fish on the internet. Oh, he does fish. I'm sure it wasn't, but he said, I said, hello, yeah, I'll be going live tonight. You can watch me in a bit. So if you are watching me, hello, that was weird. And I'm pretty sure he said his name is Moron. I can't have heard that right. So if that is your name, or if that is you and you're watching, say hello again, comment, because I need to tell this story with your correct name. It can't be Moron. Was it Morgan, maybe? Oh, let me just check the comments to see if I've arrived. No, so we're going to go with Moron for the time being. So yeah, he's there pointing at me, going, "He's the Fishman on the internet. This is him. Look at him, kids. Look at him." And I'm like, "I am the Fishman on the internet." And then just wandered away. The scowls this woman was giving me, though, that as if I had made her husband drag her up the aisle in Sainsbury's to speak to me. I wanted no part of it, let me tell you. So that was very strange. Yeah, didn't like that at all. I think that's the first time I've ever been recognised outside of a fishy venue. Quite often I'll go to like a fish shop or something like that, and people will be like, "Oh, you're the guy off the internet." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I am that guy off the internet." Or an auction or a club meet or something. People will come up and say, "Oh, hello." That's the first time in like a civilian setting I've ever been accosted. It's very strange. I didn't know what I think of it. I had to sit in the car afterwards going, could I have handled that better? Because I was literally just stood there like going, If there was like the definition of a glaikit smile, that was me for a good 5 minutes while this woman and children looked at me as if, who are you? Why am I talking to you? I didn't ask you to. He's just pointing at me the whole time going, if I'm like, oh, I'll do a dance. No? What? Anyway, that was my little bit of excitement before the stream came on. Graham Holbrook, hello, how are you, Graham? No need for a pool in Cornwall today, says Colin. I've just gone outside to get soaked. Yeah, apparently we were meant to get thunder and lightning starting down south and working its way up, aren't we? Um, Freshwater Execute Park. Hi, hello, Rebecca. How are you doing? Graham's put his camera on. That's Friday the 13th. Thanks, Brian. Yeah. Zenny Zen. Barbless. What? Broken something. Hang on. Oh, we're all good. Barbalescu. I own it. That seems like a troll. You're trying to get me to say something dirty. Hello. Anyway, I'll call you Barb from now on. Jack typing in. So he wants 70 points because he's not a member. No, you have to be a member, and it's 75. Yeah, so like that, if you are a member, type that in when we get to the quiz. If you wouldn't mind also, if your name in YouTube is different to the name you've used in the quiz, put your name in as well, because then it's easier for me to find. We do a little bit less live spreadsheeting. Hello, fishy friends from a Blackburn. Not very sunny here, though. Oh, David, let the side down. It's not too bad. If you pass your exams in Holland, do you go out and get drunk, or do you just go to a cafe? Ah, there you go. That's one Jack could answer. How did you celebrate your exams? Everyone, Jack passed his exams. A new song for tonight. I'm the fish man, like the scat man. I'm the fish man. What does monger? Maybe he was saying monger. Maybe he thought I was a fishmonger. Fish moron. I am moron. I am monger. I'm a fishmonger. Maybe he was saying he was a fish. He's not here, clearly. So, sorry. Perfectly normal. God, he lives in Sheffield and I'm calling him a weird. He could be here right now. Exactly. If you are here, please out yourself before I say anything incriminating. Boots and cats and boots and cats. Hello. Nice to see you again. Fishman. I've been called moron on more than one occasion. Yeah, as have I, and I have called many people a moron. Never had anyone introduce themselves as moron. That's it was just such a surreal thing. I not like I've planned for the occasion. One day I'll be famous and people will know my name. Didn't realise that would be one day someone will stop me in Sainsbury's and point at me for 5 minutes while their family looks upset that I exist. Stevie P lurking in the background. Nice to see you, Stephen. Paul Morrish, how we doing? Did he get? No, he didn't get a picture. And I didn't even think about it, but I would feel bad saying, "Do you want a picture?" I'm like, who the fuck am I? Do I want a picture? Mal's in, but he's just popping out to get me dinner. Fishman. I get it. I get it. Brian has something to say. Oh, God, here we go. I threw the quiz last week on the It's Fishy quiz on purpose. Got the last gambling question wrong just so Brian could know. Brian beat me fair and square in a quiz because I got a question wrong. Lost all my points. Let's see how you do tonight, Brian. You never know. What was that? Is this the sounds again? I'm going to have issues with sounds again. I'm going to have to mute Discord again. Why have I got two Discord? Who knows? Jack doesn't party, so he celebrated by going live with his favourite people on the internet and me. Very nice, this one. Right, as I mentioned, we are going to do the quiz at past. So for those of you who like to get in early and get all set up and everything, I will stick the link into it. Get prepared. Adam says, "Out yourself, moron! I want to hear the other side of this story." It would. It can't be moron. What sounds like moron? Jason? No. Mora. It was like a thick Sheffield accent as well, so more. I don't know. Maybe it's like Mo Rocker, where his first name is Mo and his last name is Ron. Ah, I'm Mo Ron. That was unfortunate if that is true. I so hate the quiz music. You can turn it off, you know. The Treblecocks are in the house. In fact, I've got a button that does that. Ready for the quiz? Good. Bare Bottom Branton. Boron. Boron. Tell it right, Graham. I was 5th and you were 8th. Yeah, but I did lose all my points. Like 10 questions from the end. But yes, you won fair and square. I'm not going to take it away from you. What else have we got going on? What have we been doing this week? This week, as I said, I've been working. Been awful to work. I had to go to Bolton. Ooh, it's miles away. It's not that far away, but it's miles away. And normally my commute to work is normally 30 seconds top from upstairs to here. And I had to drive to Bolton, go to a meeting, but I was not interested in and could not do anything about. That was fun. Then I did get some actual work I had to do. Then I wasn't feeling very well, so get your violins out. I wasn't feeling very well yesterday or the day before. Fine now though. Seem to be making a comeback. And I did a bit of tidying, so I've been trying to sort out because there's things afoot on the channel. There's Moran is a name used both as a given name and a yeah, but if that was if it was Moran, you would say my name's Moran, not moron. Oh, Morhun? No, I don't know. Can't believe he accosted me in Sainsbury's and hasn't turned up the live stream to explain himself. But anyway, I have been doing a whole bunch of tidying in preparation for some moving arounds. So I think I've talked about it a little bit that this tank ain't big enough for the both of us, even though there's only one of them. It was never going to be Brian's full-on forever home. Although he has a very, very big, unbelievably big poos. He will still get bigger, I think. Got a little bit to go. So I want to build him a bigger tank. So it was kind of decided Mega Tank 3's on the horizon. And purely because I blame June for this. Only Oscars rather. I'm saying it now. Because it was her that decided that I should keep Brian rather than move him on. If I just moved him on, I could do what I want with this tank. But no, we're going to keep him. And Brian had to come here, which meant I had to move the fish that were in here, which meant Mega Tank 2. So I built Mega Tank 2 so I could move Brian in here so as he would stop killing the fish in Mega Tank 1. The other fish that are in Mega Tank 1 that I'm very happy with, all the bass and all the other things in there, all doing great, but one of them tried to eat one of my silver dollars last week. There's also a silver dollar in here, and Brian doesn't mind the silver dollars. He's kind of chill with the silver dollars. He gets on fine with them. But this tank is way too small to move all the silver dollars in here. So what I'm probably going to do is move Brian and the silver dollars into Mega Tank 1, take all this down. But I'm sure I can get away with it for a couple of weeks. It should be fine. There's enough fish in there to break up the aggression. Then I'm going to build Mega Tank 3 here. So I've got an 8-foot span where I'm sat at my desk at the moment. Get rid of this tank, possibly use it as a sump for the tank here. Have Mega Tank 3 here. Desk there where Brian is at the moment. Mega Tank 3 will be behind me, which will mean I'll have Mega Tank 1, 2, and 3, and all the fish will have a safe space all the things will be good and everything will continue to be good. And I think I'll be satisfied. I almost kept a straight face as I said that. I think I'll be satisfied that I'll have enough fish tanks. Sorry. I don't think I'm going to go for an elaborate build like Mega Tank 2 for the Mega Tank 3. So there'll be no fish shelves and stuff like that. I think it's just going to be more akin to Mega Tank 1. Similar dimensions. I think I can get 8 foot by 3 foot rather than 8 foot by 4 foot. And I'll probably go for 2.5 feet height wise. But I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I did consider maybe doing the extra thing and having, because I've still got a load of extra tanks out there. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with them all. But we'll cross that bridge another time. I guess it depends how much money I've got left after the end of the month. If I can buy enough wood to do it, we might go for like a Mega Tank 2 style build. If we haven't, I might go extra cheap and go for Mega Tank 1 style build. So that's where my head's at the moment. I'm trying to get everything kind of aligned in my head as to, right, well, that'll move there, that'll move here. Loads of little jobs that I need to do. So I started filming myself doing all these little jobs today. So quite possibly the most dishevelled, unfollowable video will come out over the weekend of me doing things, wearing various different t-shirts because it's been filmed over days. Let's do it all again. That's the plan. Probably aiming towards the end of July, something like that, before I can make a space long enough to do that. Because I want to do it as fast as possible. Because I don't want this out the way. I want those fish to go in Mega Tank 1. So then go as quick as I can. I reckon I can squeeze it into like just over a week and a half, 2 weeks, if I really plan it out, including all the various drying times that I need for various bits. And I've still got almost a full thing of liquid rubber left, so I shouldn't need to buy any more of that. Got loads of supplies left over from Mega Tank 2. I would just need to buy wood and glass, I think, and I could probably furnish it with everything else. Kind of what I'm thinking of. So that's the next big project coming along. Maybe he streams more than you, Graham, when he was showing off to his family that he's a moron than you. Yeah, maybe I was the moron. He's the moron. Yeah, could be. I thought my 3-minute commute was nice. 30 seconds is pretty good, I know. Sometimes I don't even get out of bed. I just look at my phone, read some emails, and go, I'm working. Warren, Gordon. Definitely sounded like moron. Warren, maybe. The Sheffield accent. Hey, up, put Wooded, Doyle, and Warren. Warren. Hey, Warren. You onto something? I didn't watch Brian win, but the guy in the chippy told me. The wife probably won't let him watch after meeting you. Yeah, or maybe the wife's watching. Let me know. Morgan, I don't think so. Oh no, Megabucks. No, but I think I can keep it down. One thing I might do to save money is glass. So I'm saying 8 foot because it is literally an 8 foot span, this bit that I'm sat in, but I might make it 7 foot just to have a little bit of room to get down the side for emergencies, of which I'm sure there will be many. And maybe I did consider just taking the glass from this, having like a 5 foot pane of glass, then a foot either side of wood. Just having the window being more like a kind of koi pondy type situation where you just have a window, but the pond's obviously much bigger. Doesn't seem to like that idea. This is doing my head in. All this flapping up everything. We're changing the substrate as well. Wally's Freshwater Aquatics. Warren. The Warren. Hi everyone, hope we're doing well. Peacock bass are swimming. They are very much swimming with us. I think I showed the picture last week of them just like, oh, with a big silver dollar in there. Uh, L-shaped mega tank. Well, no, because I need a space for my desk. This is still my office. That would be pretty cool to have an L-shaped tank. Maybe I could do an L-shaped tank, a divider, and it could be half Mega Tank 1, half Mega Tank 3, and then dismantle Mega Tank 1 and use that space for my office. An L shape would be new, at least. Hmm. Hmm. That one is admitting you have a. Oh, yeah, you're not wrong. Right, we've got 5 minutes for the quiz. There are 10 of you registered. I will put the link in again, just for those of you who are interested. Why not make a mega tank the biggest you can make out of a donor 3-foot tank? Well, I've got this 5-foot tank that I could use as a donor. So I could do like a 10-foot, 2 5-foot panels, 5-foot, 5-foot L shape. That could be 4-foot wide. This bit could be 3-foot wide. Hmm. Maybe. Maybe. Let's build the desk into it. It's ridiculous. Is old man with sports car the same as older man? What do you mean older? Not even old man yet. I'm still young at heart. Same as older man with mega tanks. Yeah, maybe moron was just a clarification of which YouTuber he was referencing, but it seems rude to public. It does a little bit. But him being rude didn't seem like the biggest issue to him, really. Another mega tank? Well, only because Brian can't live in here forever. And if I want Brian and the Silver Dollars to have a tank, they need a decent sized tank as well. Yeah, build Mega Tank into Mega Tank 3. Make a Mega Tank desk. I might have to think about that. A true office. For now. The desk thing's been done, it just gathers rubbish, trust me. Yeah, I kind of want to downsize my desk so as it doesn't gather rubbish. What I would ideally like to have is a working desk. So I know you can't see it from here, but at the moment I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monitors and a couple of other ancillary screens. The main monitor's a big ultra wide thing as well. But there's crap everywhere. Half of it related to work, half of it related to fish. And I'd like to just have a work desk that's just for, it's going to sound the stupidest thing ever, a work desk that's just for working. And so by day, my proper job, by night, editing, or whatever it is I need to do on a computer, it's just the computer. But this also kind of doubles as my packing station. You buy some fish foods. Did you know I sell fish food? Or things like that. I pack it up here, so there's bits of tape and parcel tape and post boxes, packing knives and all kinds of things, scales, all that kind of stuff. So I'd like to have just a desk for working and a bench for stuff. But I'm really limited on space now. It's like a proper idiot. I keep building mega tanks and I've not got any room for anything. So really need to think about the logistics of this. So that's why I kind of wanted to make this desk a little bit smaller so as it kind of forces my hand to say, right, there's only enough room for a keyboard, maybe a pad to write some stuff on, and then all my screens. I have all my computers above it, out the way of any splashing water, that kind of thing. So I've got my server, I've got my home server, and I've got my personal PC and my work laptop. 4 computers I need to find a home for. That should be fine. Then if I could get like one of these bench things here, those when I want to do, here I'm doing computer work, and then here I'm doing fish work, packing parcels or whatever it might be. That's the dream. Anyway, for those of you who like to scan things, that's the scanning thing. We will be beginning the quiz any minute now. Remember, we're doing the eliminator after that, and it's slightly different this week. For people who want to see what the current standings are, there we go. We've got Bass Eats Ass. That's not what that says. Bass Eats Cash is the current leader after 1 week, but it was quite a slow week. There was not a lot of points. We've seen 4,000 points go in a week, so win tonight, who knows what will happen. Bonzo's in second, Tom and Jerry, Juggler in fourth, SJH in fifth, CVP in sixth, Lori Caddy Day, 7, Rambo, Lemon Tetra, and Texas Tom making up your top 10. Oh, I wanted to look at I think I updated the members. So anybody on this list, at any point during the quiz, type in !75 space your name, and I will add an extra 75 points on. So you might want to do this tactically. You might want to do it just before the gambling questions, just after when you lose all your points. Right at the end, right at the start. You never know. So, you know, if you're here, Father Fish.
What do points make? Prizes!
Just like that, Brian. Yeah, Father Fish. Give me a membership last week. Not even during the quiz. Weird. But thank you if you ever watch this. So yeah, we'll keep that up. So if you see your name anywhere here. So not like this. Oh, sorry. Not like that. Exclamation mark 75, then put a space, and then your name in the quiz. So, like, for instance, Adam isn't called Adam in the quiz. He's called Bass Eats Ass. No, he's not. He's called Bass Eats Cash. Why did I keep that twice now? So if you put your name in the quiz, it's a little bit easier for me to find. That's all. Are we ready? Shall we do the countdown? Just like that, Adam.
What do points make? Prizes!
Does that mean, do you really want your points now? Or were you just testing it? Lots of confusion and clarification required here. If that means you want your points immediately, please let me know. Bass eats dollar. I get it now. Because my bass ate my silver dollar. God, I'm slow. Thank you, Lisa. Go in a little dark room and just front my head off the wall for a while.
What do points make? Prizes!
Right. Both Mandy and Adam actually want their points before we even start. Right. How come 2 people are already... Even answer the question. I think we have to let the first question go so you can get some points until I can add some points. But there you go. I will add in Adam and Mandy after this. Good luck, everybody. Remember, gambling questions in question 10 and 20. There's a mix of topical questions. I realise you can't see my face. Not that that's a big deal. There's a mix of topical questions, fishy questions, and others. Oh, there I am. Move me out of the way up there, maybe. When I look at the questions, it looks like I'm looking at them. Question number 1. Scarlet Baddie, or Baddis, Dario, so good you named it twice, is found natively where? India, Mexico, Africa, or China? Fatherfish says, as my song goes, I don't care what Fatherfish says. You have to be a member if you want some extra points. Scarlet Baddie, I like to say Baddie as if he's like an evil villain, is native to where? Where do you all think? Ooh, 5 gone for Africa, 2 Mexicans, but 11 smarty pants have gone for India. It is indeed India. Stevie P, fastest there. Bassett's dollar, not far behind. Brian taking his claim as a top tier quizzer, getting into the top 3 straight away. But we've already had some calls, so don't really need the calculator for this, but I can't speak, talk, and change things at the same time. You get 159. And Mandy, who is Zenny McGinger, 153. Which changes the top 3 somewhat. We move on to question number 2. Originally a soul track by Gloria Jones, what 1980s synth band created the worldwide hit with their cover of Tainted Love? Soft Cell, Duran Duran, Depeche Mode, or New Order? Give you a clue, the picture isn't to throw you off. Sometimes I feel like running. Sorry, doing the club singer thing again. Ooh, quite the spread. Nobody thought it was New Order, but Soft Cell, Duran Duran, Best Mode, a fairly even spread, but it was indeed Soft Cell. Here we go with the wordy questions. Sorry. But you managed to get it and put yourself in 3rd place, though. Technically 1st place, because you haven't used your 3 points yet. Well, the treble clocks are ready, but they haven't got one right yet. Question number 3. What is the name of this notorious contradictory computer from cinema history? Is it JAR 8550, COM 5550, WAN 300, or HAL 9000? Trick question. It's not a trick question. It's a real question. What's the name of this computer? Cinema history? You mostly think it's HAL 3000. It's HAL 3000. Oh, this is from... I've immediately forgotten the name of the film. I want to say Around the World in 80 Days, but it's very much not that. It is... There you go. 2001, A Space Odyssey. So it's not the chess playing one. The one that starts up with the monkeys. They're like bashing the thing and then it ends up in space. Is that right? Have I misremembered that? Everyone getting that one right? Top lot. I don't even know why I know that because I've not even seen the movie. It's one of those ones you don't. It's like kind of in culture now. HAL 9000's gone rogue. Question number 4. What is the name of this LGBTQ artist, the first openly gay musician to win a Country Music Association award? Frank Ocean, Lil Nas X, Big Dipper, Kevin Abstract. I'm so old and white, I don't know who any of them are. This is your one Pride question. Pride month or week. A week or a month? I don't know. Who's that? That's an easier way to ask that question. Who's that? Ooh, everybody knows who Lil Nas X is, because it is Lil Nas X. Take me down to the old country road or something like that. Old Town Road, was it? Old Town Road, that was the name of the song. Question number 5. From 1998's Saving Private Ryan, what actual historical event is depicted in this scene? Is it the Battle of Dunkirk, the fall of Berlin, D-Day, or Pearl Harbor? Or did I forget to show you the scores? Sorry. Oh. It'll be a surprise for everyone what the scores are then. For this one, for question 5, 11 of you correctly noted that it was D-Day. There is no chance is in with a chance at number 3. Sorry, Dennis. I pressed it. It's too previous on the button. I pressed it too quickly. Brian not getting the D-Day right. Misread the question. Oh, one of these cat problems. Question number 6. How many times in one calendar year can it be Friday the 13th? 12, 3, 1, or 7? How many times in one calendar year can it be Friday the 13th? Oh, Dennis is not working. Dennis is on question number 6. Yeah, we're all on question number 6. You're on question number 6. It is working. You're meant to be on question number 6. I'm responding. No response. This is my response. Everything's fine. Let me see if I can see anything. I mean, it's not responding. Sometimes you have to like reboot your browser, refresh your browser, something that lets you back in again. That be it? The fact you didn't get Bassett Eats Dollar, I assume you didn't know the name. Gourmet Gourami was a tribute to Brian's series of shorts where he ate different. I did get that one. Yeah, I'm not that thick, Adam. Nearly, but not quite that. Anyway, how many times a year can it be Friday the 13th? 12 you think it's 3 times a year, and that is actually correct. It is indeed. There can be a maximum of 3 Friday the 13th in any calendar. Mal has just got the thumbnail reference. There we go. Question number 7. After I show you the scores. Sorry. Denny in first place. Adam missing out on that one. Question number 7. Which of these fish have I made up? a Madagascar numbfish, mottled pigface, a variable torpedo, or a broadfoot leg skate. Which of these fish have I made up? Oh my god, fish questions. Every now and again, does happen. I honestly thought the quiz was going to be horror films. Well, just wait. Dennis is unable to play. Sorry, Dennis. It happens. Nothing I can do about it. Which of these fish have I made up? So, I know it's some kind of puffer. So that is just a random picture of a fish. But that's not any of these. But these are the ones that one of these is made up. Madagascar numbfish, mottled pigface, variable torpedo, or broadfoot leg skate. Most of you think I've made up a broadfoot leg skate. I made up mottled pigface. All the others are real fish. There is such a thing as a Madagascar numbfish, a variable torpedo, and a broadfoot leg skate. See who got that one. Lee, well done. Fishy Friday, well done. That's it. Only two of you. Pat yourselves on the back. You could start again. You would if it was farther fish. No, I wouldn't. Question number 8. Oh, hang on. I want to see what a variable torpedo. There you go. It's one of them. There's some kind of ray. I didn't know either, but that is it. Question number 8. How many of the 16 lakes in the Lake District are actually lakes? Is it 8, 1, none, or 16? For those of us not on these shores, the Lake District is an area in England with lots of bodies of water. There are 16 official lakes in the Lake District. How many of them are actually lakes? No, 8. The most popular answer. 4 going for 1, 3 for none, and 3 for 16. The actual answer is there is 1. Furthest north is Bathenswaite Lake, which is the only true lake in the Lake District. All the others are technically meres or waters. Now you know. Yeah, Simon, only 1. Brian, only 1. Yep. No, it's because they're all technically not lakes. They're waters or meres, which is the same thing. Big puddles, whatever. Question number 9. How many films are part of the Friday the 13th franchise? "17, 22, 12, or 7? Are we counting the remakes? We're counting everything that's listed under the Friday the 13th franchise. Which I believe means yes, we are. 12 being the most common. But yeah, nobody, not had many where everyone's got all the questions right. No, that's not what I meant to say. We've not had many where everyone's got the question right. The correct answer on this one is 12. SJH peeking into the top three. Denny and Adam still ahead, but neither of them scoring on that one. It's 17. No, it isn't. In 1987, I went to a sleepover party. We watched Friday the 13th and Children of the Corn. I have not watched a single horror movie since. Yes. For me, it was a film called Ghoulies. That. Is it Ghoulies? It's not Goonies, because that's not scary. Ghoulies. But like little monstery things that my mum and dad had rented for watching it with their friends. Then I got up in the middle of the night and just put this film in. I was watching it and I was just like, I've never liked horror movies ever since. It was more of a gory one. Oh. You said all, not counting the silly remake. I said everything. I said everything in franchise. Friday the 13th is an American horror franchise comprising of 12 slasher films. Friday the 13th, Part 2, Part 3, Final Chapter, New Beginning, Part 6, Jason Lives, 4. Uh, oops. Part 2, 3, Final Chapter, New Beginning, 6, 7, New Blood, 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, 9, Jason Goes to Hell, 10, Jason X, 11, Freddy vs. Jason, 12, Friday the 13th, the remake, and then 13 uh, hasn't played a film, short. 12. Question number 10. Remember, this is your first gambling question of the evening. If anybody wants their 3 points now, maybe this is the time to go for it, or maybe you wait until after. Oh, I don't know. But I'm going to let you look at the points for a little second longer while I go and get a refreshment. Nope, nobody wants one. Question 10. Oh no, I haven't made it a gambling question. What legendary superhero did Superman face off against in 2016's Dawn of Justice? Aquaman, Batman, Green Lantern, or The Flash? Question 11 is going to be your gambling question this evening. Thought I'd forgotten something. Most people going for Batman because it was Batman. Well done, most people. Brian says, not a superhero technically. Come on, that's not even a technicality. Batman. Batman is a superhero who appears. At Wikipedia, Batman is a superhero. Reddit, font of all things knowledgeable. Do you consider Batman a superhero? Batman may not have powers, but I don't believe that makes him a regular hero since he is capable of inhumane feats. Therefore, he is a superhero. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Right, hang on. I'm going to pause this. Game pause. Go on, big face. While I go on to question 11. Make it a gambling question. And question 20, and make it a gambling question. Then go back to, well, I'll just show you this actually. For a stupid name for a beer. Wacky waving, inflatable arm flailing tube man. Question 11. What South American country is highlighted in red? Is that Bolivia, Ecuador, Colombia, or Paraguay? Has that allowed you to wager? Don't believe that has. If it hasn't, get off the face. Can't even do that. Not going to do that at all. It's not working. That better? There we go. People are answering now. You'd get there in the end. Oh, Tommy's turned up halfway through the quiz. Enjoying. See if you can get some points in the last 10. Oh, Lisa, is that you asking for your 75 points? Most of you thought it was Bolivia. It was Bolivia. Well done, most people. Uh-oh, we lost Mandy as well. Oh, Lisa says it's not working either. Didn't let you answer. Let me look into this. Yeah, you're right. It didn't let you answer. I'll just give you a couple of points and see if that makes anything happen. Oh, Mandy's down to 13 points. Question 12. Who is the main protagonist in the Friday the 13th films? Is it Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Norman Bates, or Michael Myers? Does it let you answer this one, Lisa? Yes, it's let you answer that one. Ooh, 5 think it's Freddy Krueger, 9 think it's Jason Voorhees, 5 think it's Michael Myers. Jason. Jason with the mask. Freddy Krueger is Nightmare on Elm Street. Norman Bates was The Hotel. What's that called? Psycho. Michael Myers was that one. Can't remember what Michael Myers is. Question number 13. What band released Live and Let Die in 1973, later covered by Guns N' Roses on their Use Your Illusion double album? The Yardbirds, Wings, Traveling Wilburys, or The Beatles? Who released Live and Let Die first? Halloween. That was Michael Myers, wasn't it? Right. Oh, 6 have gone for the Yardbirds, 8 for the Beatles, 1 for the Travelling Wilburys, only 4 for the correct answer. Wings. Brian got that one. Stevie P got that one. May I ask who are the Yardbirds? They are the Yardbirds. 60s band. Might recognize some of the names. Jimmy Page, Eric Clapton. Question number 14. Which ocean has the largest surface area? The Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, or Arctic Ocean? Which ocean has the largest surface area? Not the deepest, not the longest. Although it is also the deepest and the longest. 11 gone for Pacific. And it is, to be specific, Pacific. 50% of the Earth's water is in the Pacific, I believe. DVP in at number 3. My favourite place for him because everything rhymes. Question number 15. A new dinosaur, an ancestor of the T-Rex, was discovered this week on Mongolia. What did they call it? That A, Drago, B, Rex Prince, C, Cancahulu, or D, Mongosaurus? New dinosaur, an ancestor of the T-Rex, was discovered this week in Mongolia. What did they call it? Drago, Rex Prince, Canculu, or Mongosaurus? Can't believe 10 of you went with Mongosaurus. Not Mongosaurus. Not Drago. And it's not Rex Prince. It is C. Cankulu. Which means Prince of Dragon Prince or something like that. Anytime I think it's an easy answer, it's a trick. And every time I think this must be a trick, it's the easy answer. My work here is done. Quick reminder for anyone who's playing along at home. Where else would you be playing along at? If you remember, you still have some points to ask for. Your name shows up in this list at any place. Question number 16. What day is considered unlucky in both Greek and Hispanic culture? Is it Monday the 1st, Tuesday the 13th, Sunday the 7th, or Friday the 21st? So if you're in Greece or any kind of Hispanic country, not be fussed by today. You'd be away booking some cheap flights and hotel rooms, stuff like that. It's fairly even spread, but Tuesday the 13th getting it. Yeah, Friday the 13th, this is the day if you want to do any travelling, you get the cheapest deals. Flights, trains, buses, all dirt cheap because nobody wants to fly on Friday the 13th. Unless you're in Greece, then you don't want to fly on Tuesday the 13th. Stevie P gets that one, the only one in the top. Stevie P, the only one in the top 3. Going on a point spree. Hee hee hee. Well done, everyone. Question number 17. Fear of Friday the 13th is called triskaidekaphobia, scary number dayaphobia, frigatrichaidekaphobia, or tridecaphobia. Not reading them again. You can read them for yourself. But what is this fear of Friday the 13th called? One of them. Ooh, 11 people going for A. Triskaidekaphobia. I think that is just the fear of the number 13. So you're all wrong. B, scary number day phobia. Nobody went with that. Meh. C, frigatrixcaphobia. And D, tridecaphobia. I made up D, not D. It is frigatrixcaphobia, which means something along the lines of it comes from Frigg, the Norse goddess of wisdom, after whom Friday is named, and the Greek word triskaideka, meaning 13, and phobia. So triskaideka is fear of 13. After all that. So, yes, C was the correct answer. Nobody got that right in the top 12. Only Zenny and the Treblecox. Treblecox got that one right. Well done, Treblecox. And well done, Zenny. Question number 18. Who plays the iconic secret agent James Bond in the 1999 film The World Is Not Enough? Daniel Craig, Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan, or Roger Moore? The world is not enough. Etc. $14 going for Pierce Brosnan. Has anyone been watching Mobland with Pierce Brosnan? Who is Irish? Doing the worst Irish accent I've ever heard in my entire life. Hilarious. I feel like I quite enjoyed it though. You get a chance to see Mobland, it's not bad. But the answer is Pierce Brosnan. He's much better at doing English accents than Irish accents. Right, we've got Bass Eats Dollar, a good 400 points in the lead, so he's going to need to fall off big time. It's Stevie P second, SJH in third. Getting down to the last couple of questions. Remember, if you remember, final call for the members. All you people here who haven't yet claimed your points that are playing. So I'm thinking Stevie P, you've definitely got some points to claim. Adam's claimed his, Zenny's claimed his. Angela, did I see Angela earlier? Points to claim. Boots and cats. Oh yeah, I don't know if you're playing though, but you know. Just a reminder. Penultimate question. Here it comes. Question number 9.
Points make prizes.
That was Stevie P. Who's in fourth? Brian's in fourth. Later time, probably.
What do points make? Prizes.
Brian, you don't get points. 238 plus 75. 313. Go. Question number 19, your penultimate question this evening. Which of these fish has a swim bladder? Guitarfish, a blacktip reef shark, a mackerel, or a moray eel? Which of these has a swim bladder? Rebecca has dissected mackerel, so lots of fishmongers. Sharks are full of fat. How is Katy Perry not an answer option D? Right, we've got 3 people going for guitarfish, 5 for blacktip reef shark, 10 for mackerel, and only 1 for moray eel. The answer is moray eel. Mackerel don't have swim bladders. I'll just now sit quietly waiting for everyone to go, what? No, no way. Yes, they do. Just like that. Having no swim bladder. Atlantic mackerel. In fact, they're such swift and maneuverable swimmers, they have no swim bladder. Absence of a gas swim bladder in the Atlantic mackerel. I read the absence of gas bladder. Oh, there's multiple sources there saying they don't have a swim bladder, gas bladder, air bladder, or any kind of bladder. Mackerel do not have a swim bladder. Like other scombroids, they lack a swim bladder. Their bodies are cylindrical with humid finlets on the dorsal. I don't know how else to take that other than they don't have a swim bladder. When every website says they have no swim bladder. Every website and my game, my rules say there's no swim bladder, there's no swim bladder. And the Mori eel does have a swim bladder. Then Fishy Friday gets some points. And nobody else does. I kind of like this. Sorry, everyone's sitting seething at their computer. I'm so glad that wasn't the last question. I don't know. I still believe Rebecca, not just because she backs up my wrong answer. Yeah, I was surprised too. That's why I chose mackerel, because I was Googling fish for questions to ask, and if something came up saying mackerel don't have a swim bladder, I was a bit like, oh, I thought it was just sharks and stuff that didn't have swim bladders. So then I designed this question around that, hoping to catch some of you out. I caught out almost all of you. Right, final question. So Stevie P has asked for his points. If you are any of these people, looking at you, Lee, and Rachel, you're playing. I don't know if you are. Denny's had hers. PP's just had his. If you're one of these people, you're allowed 75 free points, and you've got about 10 seconds to ask for them by typing !75. Otherwise, you don't get them. And I'm kind of nervous about what the last question is because normally I don't. Normally I plan this better, but there will be no. Did you already get mine? No, I just gave you like 50 points, just fun because you couldn't answer the question. Take it you want your points.
What do points make? Prizes!
Since I'm clearly not winning, can you take my 70 back and give them to Rachel? I don't think Rachel's playing either. I haven't seen her name. I saw her come up earlier, but I don't think she's playing the quiz. Right, here we go. Penultimate question time. Remember, gamble what you want. Take your chances. I'm not a member, and you are a member, surely. I'm sure I saw you on the list. If nothing else, I think you're a member. Yeah, you're still on my list. Maybe you timed out just after I made this list. You'd have got 3 points there if you'd just gone with it. Question number 20. Place your points wager now. I will give you your cryptic clue is this is all purely academic. It's purely academic. What could that mean? What is the academic focus of an MBA degree? Is it biology, law, music, or business? If you hold an MBA degree, what are you qualified in? We had a question about the Russell Group and UK universities last week, so now an MBA question. Trying to even the playing fields a little bit. What do we think? 1 for biology, 2 for law, nobody for music. Interesting. Interesting. 16 for business. It's business. Of course it's business. A Master of Business Administration, something like that. MBA or Master of Business Administration is a highly sought after degree for those looking to build careers in business and management. Program originated at Harvard. There you go. What has that done? Who are your winners tonight? In 3rd place, SJH with 2,363. Stevie P's in 2nd place. And in 1st place, Adam, Ass Eats Dollar, 3,238 points. Well done, everyone. Oh, Brian. Oh, Brian, what happened? Oh, Brian. Ouch. Need a little bit of Savlon to soothe the burn, Brian. How many points you got there, Brian? Oh, ow. Right, let's do a little bit of quick live spreadsheeting. Okay, delete that. Copy that. That's on week 1, 2. That there. Your standings. Week 2 of June are as follows. Bassie's Dollar, 5,272 points. Ahead of Stevie P, 4,300 nods. SJH, 4,100 odd. Tom and Jerry, 3,400. Laurie Carey Day with 3,000. Error 404, Bonzo, Juggler, Fishy Friday, and Rambo rounding out your top 10. Well played, everyone. Master in Business Administration. Yes, you're quite right. Biology, there's a few. Like mine is MRes. What does MRes mean? In the MSCs. MRes. Ah, Master of Research. Ah, okay. Well, MSC's Master of Science. Probably look that up as well. Yeah, Master of Science, Master of Research. So did you go for a Master of Research specifically because you wanted to do the PhD? Specifically because you wanted to work in research? I don't know how common it is. It just sounds uncommon because there's not that many people. At least I didn't end up with 13 points, says Zenny. I'm calling that a win. No, you did well. Up to 13 points last week, so I've had a vast improvement. 599 this week. BA could be a Bachelor of Arts. That's why I chose that question, because yeah, a BA over here is Bachelor of Arts, so MBA. I think that was kind of thing. What's that? Zen Ginger has become a member again. Thank you very much. For your 27th month. Graham fixed it. I get everyone right, says Brian. Can you please say O'Brien again? Thank you for your 27th month here as a hero adventurer. You've been a hero for 27 months. God, you need some kind of refund. That's not value for money at all. But thank you. Shouldn't talk myself down like that. Right, we do have another quiz coming up shortly, which is similar but different to usual. Still the eliminator, but this time you get a lot more time. And every question's, we're doing themes. We're going to do themes from now on. And this week's theme is anagram. No, it's not anagrams. Maybe one day. It's dingbats. Some kind of. Some people call them other things. Going with dingbats. Get a long time to answer. You'll be shown something, and the request is to say what you see. Say what you see. Get 10 of them correct. Win a prize. Simple. Difficult could it be? Let's get this set up and out the way while we do that. If anyone has any questions, now there's a little bit of a lull. If you have any questions, I often say at the end of my videos, you know, if you've got some comments, leave them below or come along on a Friday and ask me face to face. I can't see your face, but you know what I mean. Cover anything off, but you know, you hate mega tanks and you're only here because you really like quizzes, but you just want to say, Graham, this tanks are stupid. Now's your chance. Sorry, Lisa. Oh, the typey ones. Yes, I'm afraid so. Although I have given you, well, before we start, I've given each one 45 seconds. So is that long enough to think and type, or do you want a little bit longer? I can make each of them 60 seconds. So as you get a little bit longer to think and a little bit longer to type. So we'll do a quick vote now by typing in the chat 45 or 60. Currently 45. I can quickly change them all to 60 before we start. I upgraded a few months ago, but it doesn't start over. Ah, right. So I still have a while until I'm in the red. I do keep meaning to do more members content as well. The quiz thing was just one extra way of giving you some kind of value for being a member, because I do feel guilty that in comparison to most people, I don't have a lot of members, so I truly appreciate those of you who do give memberships, but I also realise I don't do much way of extra content. I've been trying to find ways to generate more content, so I've paid for things like the upgraded CapCut membership, so as I can take some of my longer form content and chop it into shorts with subtitles and all that automatically put in, so it doesn't take that long to do. I say this a lot, and I'm sorry if I'm boring everyone, but I don't. The one thing I'm short of is time. I don't have a lot of time. But I realise that if I want to make anything out of YouTube, I need to spend more time doing more stuff. So I'm trying to find ways to streamline my workflows to make more content. I don't think I can. I couldn't justify an editor because I don't think my type of content really justifies an editor. Me sitting there for an hour will do most of it. It's fine. But making shorts and that is kind of the thing you have to do to get any kind of growth these days. So I think paying for the CapCut to do that bit for me, that seems to be a bit better. Saying that, I haven't done one this week at all, so I've just not had any time. My kind of go-to is I try and get one video a week. If I could then put out 2 or 3 shorts on top of that, be kind of happy with that. But I realise I haven't put a video out this week. not had the time. Too much stuff going on. And I don't really want to give up anything else. So I spend a lot of time doing my proper job. I spend a lot of time driving my kids around. Take my daughter to 15 dance lessons a week and 3 acting classes and 2 singing classes, all kinds of things. So I could get better at that. I could take a laptop and do it while I wait for her, I suppose. I mostly nap. Just I'm time poor. That's the problem. We've got 160, 45 seems a long time, 45, another 60, another 60, another 45. Is that 1, 2, 3 45s and 3 60s? Brilliant. Next person to type either 45 or 60 swings it. Got to go. Shattered after a long day. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for joining. Nice to see you anyway. We'll test it out and see how it goes. Come to the conclusion, Graham can never ever do a children's book. Takes way too long to get to the point. And meander around lots of things. Stevie P says 60. Right, we're done. We have decided. Let me go into the Eliminator. And I can go into settings, I believe, and change 60. Nope, there I can't. Modify, nope. Okay. Just going to do. You're going to hear me say 60 10 times as I go through all 10 of them. That means it's going to take a minimum of 10 minutes as well, because there's 10 questions and they take 60 seconds.
Surprising.
No, we're doing 60 now. I've started, so I'll finish.
Prizes.
60. 60. One more. 60. Question 1. Right. We are going. I've not even given you the code yet, have I? About to start it and realise there's no playing. There you go. There is the code. First question is, I've given the answer as well as the question, just so as you get what I'm going with, because I remember the last time we did dingbats, or I think some people call them rebuses. Last time we did this, everyone was a bit like, huh? What? I don't get it. Huh? But what you're going to be asked to do is to look at an image, and it's a bit of lateral thinking. What do you see? Say what you see. And you'll be asked to give an answer. Don't worry about spelling. If you get the answer, but you've spelled it wrong, I will add that as an answer so as it counts. So as long as you're generally there. If you're too far off, you're just out. And if you're a hero member, you get an extra life. So I'm not going to check as we go through, but if we get all the way to the end and there's nobody in it, but one of the hero members has got 9 questions out of 10, you win. That makes sense? I think that makes sense. Hopefully. For those of you amongst us who like to scan the scanny things, I'll move my coupon out the way. No, that's wrong. Way, scan it. Now I have to do that. We all good to go? Do we know what we're doing? If you get one wrong, you will be allowed to continue to play. The answers just won't count. What isn't helpful is that if you're out, or even if you're in, if you type in chat what you think the answer is. That's not helpful. Please don't do that. I will hide you if you start doing that. Then people who are still playing will get clues and stuff. Don't put your answers into chat. Just put them in the quiz. Everyone happy? Everyone up? Got 15 players ready to start. Start the countdown while I get a refreshment. So the things, scanny things covering, or my face is covering it now. But say what you see. And I've included the answer, which actually says I understand. So this is I understand. So I understand. Get it? Can't believe I've included the answer and people still got it wrong. I'm going to let everyone get this one right. But I'm also going to shame the two people who typed in I stand and I stand up. So, say what you see. What you can see is the word stand and the letter I under it. So it's I understand. If I move my head, scanny things in the way anyway, but I gave you the answer to that one. So everyone's still in. Everyone gets that one. So everyone gets 100 points. 100%. Everyone gets that one. Well done, everybody. Although two people who I'm now going to look into in shame. I can't tell who it was. I marked them all correctly. Oh, you lucky buggers. You got away with it. So, no more answers now. Question number 2, you have to come up with yourself. Here it comes. Question number 2. I'll just show you the rankings just to see everyone's still in. Yep, there we go. Brilliant. So it doesn't say anyone's eliminated here. Someone must have timed out, I guess. Question number 2. What's that? What could that mean? The word secret? Where is the word secret? Not in the middle of the box. Say what you see. It's going to get really annoying me sitting here going, say what you see. Lots of people getting the right answer. $14 people going with top secret. Everyone else now going, of course. Secret at the top. Secret Service, Blind Secret, Secret Space. Unfortunately not. So, we have lost a couple of people there, but we've still got Angela, Bassett, Stoller, Tom and Jerry, Mona Lee, Zenny Ginger, Stevie P, Lemoy, No Chance, Scat, Hopi Witchy Poo, SJH, and everyone else who I missed off the list. Lane, Colin, Error 404. Question number 3. Here you go. What's that? What could that mean? Brian, stop answering in the comments. I mean, it's wrong, so it's fine, but stop doing it. Only answer in the quiz. But 15 people have answered. 16. The thing I like about this is that if you get it wrong and you see everybody else's answer now, you're like, God damn it. Read between the lines. Of course, it was read between the lines. Well done, most people. We go into question number 4. What could it be? Knock timber. One thing I will say is you all type surprisingly similarly speed. Goes to like 0 votes, 0 votes, 0 votes, 10 votes. Straight away. 10, 11, 12, 4. Yep, Mary, don't put your answers in the chat, only put them in the quiz. Well, people have gone for knock on wood. One person gone knock over timber, stupid. Knock down timber? No, not quite. It was knock on wood. Knock on wood. Catchphrase for beginners. It's a bit, isn't it? They will get harder, so just like normal eliminators, it starts off easy and works its way out. Question number 5. What could that be? I'm gonna knock, knock, knock on wood. Baby. Beep, 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 beep. Etc. What could this be? What could it be? Who can tell? Ice with a little 3. You're listening to this on a podcast. This is going to be quite a strange experience. I try and do the audio description, but I don't know how to do it. The word ice has to the top right of it a little 3. Colin going, autocorrect! No! Colin, if you type in now that it's over, if you type in what you put and what you meant to put into chat now, I'll give you it. So you've got a chance of redemption, Colin. If you put in what you said and then what you meant to say, I'll give you it as a point. Because I've got a feeling you've done an Iceland order fairly recently and it's auto-corrected it for you. I'm going to give you it. Colin put Iceland cube rather than ice cube, but I'm giving you it because I think that's close enough. The 3 being the symbol for cubed, obviously. So, after 5 questions, we've got Bass Eats Cash, Tom and Jerry, Mona Lee, and all those other people. Question number 6. Hmm. I said ice cube. Well, you would have been right then. What's this? Some interesting answers. Eight of you going with spaceship. 2 airships, 2 ghost ships, 1 empty ship, 1 cabbage ship, and 3 blind ships. It was spaceship. Mona Lee, Stevie P, Colin, SJH, Scat, and Lemoy are still in, unless you are a hero member and you still have a life left. As we move on to question number 7. So these are dingbats, or sometimes called rebuses. What do you make of the themed quizzes? So, like this, dingbats this week. Next week it might be anagrams. Next week might be picture round. Then music round. So on and so forth. Be happy with this for the next while until we get bored of it and try something else. So it's not always going to be dingbats, but it'll be 10 of the same sort of question. Where I'm going for. I want to do a music round, but I can't quite figure out how to do a music round without being copyright striked. Striked. Struck. Shouted that. Simon likes the ding. Simon likes the dingbats. Good. Jugglers made an appearance. Nice to see you. Right, what we've got here, we've got travel overseas. Everyone else now going. I mean, I'm tempted to give the person who put travel over 7 seas the point, because there are 7 seas. And there are 7 seas. But that's not really a saying. Travel over the 7 seas. I'm going to go with no. Travel overseas. Stephen P, Colin, SJH, and Scat are still in after 7 questions. I like it. It gets me into the mode of thinking. That's what I was thinking. 10 of the same thing. You've got, yeah. Under 15 seconds, you can't get copyright. That's not true. Yeah. Question number 8. What does this say? Pot. Then what things? I love the idea. People still go, you bother to put in, I have no idea as an answer. That tickles me. So we've got 3 gone for potato, 2 for potholes, 1 for Graham Sharks a lot, pothos, pot shots, pot shot, no idea. Potholes, it was potato. It's pot and 8 O's. See, it's getting a little bit. Oh, we've only got Stevie P left unless we have a spare life. Question number 9. Not ballet related. That's your clue for this one. Not ballet related. The person who's just typed in tutu. No. Now, I did consider making tutu an answer because that was my first guess at this one. That's why I put not ballet related. It's the question. So I don't think I can give you it as tutu. Graham in a tutu would be too funny. I'll have you know, a very athletic looking in a tutu, probably. Correct answer was put 2 and 2 together. I believe this might be a moment. Unless someone get that. Question 10, just for fun. See what you see. See what you see. What could this be? This one's clever. This one took me a while. I would have been out on this one. Surely 2 by 2 works as well. Yeah, maybe that was just a bad one. So we've got 3 blame, 4 blame. What could that mean? No one to blame. No one to blame. Just a 3-4 blame. I think that's an appropriate 10th question. 2 people got it. Unfortunately, there were no survivors, and if I just go a quick check of the rankings, like that over here, so nobody got 9 questions. Stevie P got 8 questions correct, which was the closest. So no winners this week. But 8 out of 10 is pretty good, Stephen. Well done. The next best. So Adam got 7, Tom and Jerry got 7, Zenny got 7, Colin got 7. Well, loads of people got 7. SGH, Gat, loads of 7s. 1-8. Well done. So what do we think? Win? Not a win? Ridiculous? You all hate me more than ever now? Or this kind of thing? Or more? So that's what I was thinking. Maybe 10 anagrams, 10 different dingbats. We could do like 10 different sorts of questions. You know, when you go to a pub quiz and they have like, oh, they have the music round, the picture round, the whatever. We'll do that as the eliminator. Where did Brian come? Brian got 3. I think most of Brian's answers were, this quiz is stupid, I hate Graham, this is the worst thing I've ever seen, etc. But yeah, I worried about that one being a bit too hard, but you all did pretty well on that one. Well done. Well done. Not anagrams. Okay, maybe not anagrams then. Another one was pictograms or emojigrams, where you have like a series of pictures that spell out something. Might do that. You never know. Well, let's look at the timing. It's taken us right up to 11 o'clock. We've kind of timed this to the T, as everyone says. So, a little bit of light shilling. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us so far. You don't have to go yet. I'm not necessarily going away. I'd just like to say thank you for joining me. But before you rush off, give us a wee like or even a dislike. That's fine too. If you hate the quiz, don't know why you're here, you feel you've wasted 2 hours of your life, give me a dislike. Equally good. There are things you can buy, like mugs, pint glasses, t-shirts, you name it. Angela, if you're still here, I don't think we can track down your t-shirt, but I will sort something out for you. Worldwide shipping from Etsy and Spreadshirt, not from my website though, fortunately. Go and watch some stuff. I'd love it if you went and watched some of my videos and said that you liked it, just commented on them in some way that let me know that people are watching it. It's great looking at all the stats and going, oh, thousands of people have watched this. It's great, but I really do like it when people leave comments, even when they're not that nice. We have nothing for Dickhead Comment of the Week this week because everyone's being far too nice to me. It's really nice to see that. It's time for Brian and the Silver Dollars with their new hit, Look, the Fish Man. Yeah, maybe we'll do an outro, a bit of music. As I ramble on, trying to get people to click on things and buy stuff, if you could give me, I don't know, a genre of music that you'd like to hear and what you want the song to be about. So that's what the song can be about, but I need a genre of music, not jazz. As we all know, jazz sucks. Sorry, Steve. AI generated jazz sucks. Normal jazz also sucks, but not as much. Words. Can't use actual band names as a style because it just spits out its dummy at me. So while you're all clicking like and doing that, I will come up with some lyrics, auto-generated lyrics. So a band consisting of a giant gourami called Brian and his backing singers, the Silvers, backing singers, Silver Dollars, use their hit song, Look, There's the Fishman. Style, we've got 70s guitar rock, yep. Eurobeat and 80s electro pop. Let's see what that, oh, Eurobeat. Right, so let's see what happens. Oh, there's new advanced options. In fact, let me show you this. This new advanced options called weirdness and style influence. But I'm going to exclude what is it? It always puts not reggae, it always puts country. Go more weird. I'm gonna go 69% weird. Why not? See what it comes up with. Oh, Kathleen, I typed out potato, but just as I went to hit the picture of a potato popped up. Oh no. And I deleted it. Oh. So maybe 60 seconds wasn't enough for some people. We needed to have a bit more. David says, my sump's just arrived from Temu, just waiting for the piping, which I had to buy separately. I'll send you pics when it arrives. Maybe you should try one and give us your review on it. I do like reviewing things on Temu. I have a whole face out the way. I have a whole shelf full of Temu stuff that I've still to review and use. Was that like the big turtle something that they had? That'd be see. Right. Everyone, I present to you An Evening with Brian and the Silver Dollars. saying to Rachel's comment about she keeps seeing me in Hygge ads. Yeah, that one there. If anyone sees me in any adverts on Facebook or otherwise, send me the link, copy me in, tag me, whatever it is. I'd like to see them because I've got so many things where I've said, this is actually pretty good, and so many other things where I've gone, how do you even say Hygge? Hygge, oh, it's trash, this is rubbish. And other things are like, oh, this is quite good. But I'd like to see if they've used me saying something's terrible, but used it in their ad to say something else is quite nice. That'd be funny. I'm interested. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not the turtle one, says David. Similar, but two upper layers, same size with a larger lower layer. Right, okay. Right, this is Brian and the Silver Dollars meeting a third-rate YouTuber in a supermarket. Just 70s guitar rock. Good luck, everyone.
Hill of Fame and a checkout flow. There stood moron, caught the skew, eyes wide open, heart askew. Hey, are you that guy I see on YouTube vids with 3 likes maybe? Moron in the aisle, pointing with glee. Recognize me, oh how could this be? I'm third-rate famous, yet here I stand with frozen peas and fame so bland. Brian hummed a bassline tune as Moron stared like it was June. Sweatpants sagging, hair unkempt. Your last vid, man, I just wept.